I've landed in Memphis for my trip to Elaine, Arkansas. I still have a 2-hour drive. I'm going to go to Helena. Helena and Elaine are both located in Phillips County, Arkansas. That is where the Elaine massacre took place over 100 years ago in the year 1919. And I'm going to try, if I can, to go to the Phillips County Courthouse in Helena. That is where the Elaine 12 black men were convicted for murder and sentenced to die in that courthouse in front of an all-white jury back in 1919, when when a bunch of sharecroppers and farmers were trying to form a union because they were not being treated well here, of course, in the Delta region by their former white slave owners. But of course, they were still being treated as slaves in 1919, and to protect their rights and assert themselves and to gain some type of agency in the situation over how much money they would be paid for their cotton crops, they tried to form a union. And while they were meeting and organizing, white people came and tried to break up their meeting, and that's when violence popped off, of course, because the black farmers and sharecroppers defended themselves. Where the racial tension in the Delta region is so tense, and I never hear about the Delta region on the news. I never hear the Arkansas Delta or the Mississippi Delta being talked about. We always hear about the popular areas and cities and neighborhoods and communities in pop culture. We always hear about Compton. We always hear about Inglewood, parts of LA. We always hear about Brooklyn and Bronx and parts of New York. We always hear about Atlanta. We often hear about New Orleans. We rarely ever hear about the Delta region of the country. So I thought, why not give it a love story? I write romance novels. I write about beautiful, magical endings, happy endings happening for good people who work hard and who want more for themselves out of life. So why not bring my magic black romance skills to Elaine, Arkansas, and give Elaine a happy ending, and at the same time maybe give them a little bit of exposure and give them a little bit of love. And share their story with you and make it warm and comical and fun and filled with the joy that I like to put into some of my books, or most of my books. So anyway, I'm going to take you with me. I got to go grab my luggage and grab my rental car, and then we're going to head to Helena, and our first stop is going to be, I'm probably going to get some barbecue or some buttermilk pancakes or something. I am home. I'm in the South. I can't wait to get some Southern food in me. Again, I love being home. But after that, we're going to stop by the Delta Cultural Center, and we're going to meet the people in Phillips County and hear some of their experiences and the challenges that they're facing today, as well as talk about the legacy of the Elaine massacre and how it still weighs on the tension and hardships here in the Delta. So let's go, and I'll see you on the road.